So there's a good percentage of you guys that watch my videos that are still living at home with your parents or are under the rule, if you will, of your parents. Some might say oppression or tyranny, but they care for you. You know, at least most of them do, I hope. And there comes a time when you as a man, you have choices that you like to make about the way you want to spend your time and your energy, the things you want to focus on. And it may be in complete opposition to that which your parents would want. And it's always interesting to hear your stories. In fact, I just read one from a young man who wants to bodybuild. He's 16 years old. He's been working out. He's building some muscle. His self-worth, his feelings of his self-esteem is growing. He likes the results that he's getting, but yet his father does nothing but harasses him, makes fun of him, and tries to belittle his efforts, telling him that he's wasting his time and that his behavior is silly and foolish. So, of course, my heart goes out to you. It's such an unfortunate thing when parents, and mind you, I am a parent. I'm a parent of 4 children. So a lot of parents will watch this and be like, who's this guy? You know, young punk. I'm a parent of 4 children. But I can tell you what, I've always, even to this day, retained this rebellious attitude. This attitude where I trust what is happening in me. I trust my heart. I trust my body. I trust where God wants to take me more than the promptings or the conditioning of any man could ever do. I really believe that it's all of our responsibilities to follow our hearts. And sometimes that means that our life doesn't look the way even we would have planned it out, much less our parents or someone else. See, that's the thing with parents. They want to plan your life for you because they want you to be happy, but they don't realize that happiness comes from following your heart, by following the God in you or the universe moving through you, as opposed to the well-trodden path that would perhaps have you win this socioeconomic game. There are ways to win that game also without selling your soul. But anyway, so the point of this video is not to answer your questions about how to deal with your parents, but to give you some perspective on how I deal with my growing children, the way I see parents, the role that I see parents are to play in the roles of their children's lives, and perhaps give you a few ideas about how you might be able to approach your parents with this, with your dilemmas, with your wanting to bodybuild or to do any of the weird things that your parents just don't understand, and also so that when you have children yourself, you can move from a far more resourceful place than that of oppression and terrorizing your children until they obey. Do you see? Anyway, so if you've watched my videos for some time, or this weekend, you've probably realized that I like poetry. I enjoy reading it, and sometimes I write it. And what I want to do is share with you a short poem by Khalil Gibran. It's from a book called The Prophet, and this one poem is called On Children. And it goes, your children are not your children. They are the sons and daughters of life's longing for itself. They come through you, but not from you. And though they are with you, yet they belong not to you. You may give them your love, but not your thoughts, for they have their own thoughts. You may house their bodies, but not their souls. For their souls dwell in the house of tomorrow, which you cannot visit, not even in your dreams. You may strive to be like them, but seek not to make them like you, for life goes not backwards nor tarries with the yesterday. You are the bows from which your children as living arrows are set forth. The archer sees the mark upon the path of the infinite, and he bends you with all his might, that his arrow may go swift and far. Let your bending in the archer's hand be for gladness. For even as he loves the arrow that flies, so he loves also the bow that is stable. We can never understand as parents, of course now it sounds like I'm speaking to parents. I am, because I am one. We can never understand that which the archer has planned for future generations, and we're evolving very quickly. And it's unfair for us to say that our children should do, act, be, and behave in a particular way just because it's been resourceful for us. The rate at which humankind is moving and the direction that we're moving is such that we have to let go, just like the archer and the bow. Love your children, but don't force them to be like you.